Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Morning to you. Good morning to you. It's Monday morning, and that means the same message as every Monday, which is start as you mean to go on. If you get out of bed super sluggish and dreary and drag yourself into Monday, you're giving yourself, the world around you, a terrible message. However, if you get up, if you get out the gate fast and hard and focused and purposeful, you're giving yourself, the world around you, and your business the clear message that you are coming and you mean business.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we are just about to go live. It's the GNT live show that we do to our success group members and mastermind members. It's really an open forum for them to ask any questions. That's all of us that we can help them with in terms of their mindset, their attitudes, also in terms of their business, their strategy, sales, marketing, wherever we can help with. Also, of course, it's an opportunity for everybody else who tunes into these live broadcasts to also help and assist and answer the questions that our other members have as well. It's absolutely a fundamental part of what we do at Success Groups, which is creating this team environment. It's what we call Team SG, where obviously we're here, we lead it, and we're here to help people and guide people, and I'm here to educate people. But I'm not so arrogant to presume out of my, 80, 90, whatever it is, members right now, that I have all the answers or even all the best answers that our members might need. Okay, so we had some really good questions actually, but some really deep ones as well, around some of the emotions around staying on track with our businesses and how to pick ourselves up off the ground. Also, we looked about money and stuff like that. So I thought I'd share something with you. And I know it's a real peril for small business owners out there, which is money and finances and not having enough money. And then you get caught up in the anxiety of not having enough money. You end up spending so much time focusing on the lack of money, the anxiety, the worry that not having money has, the credit card bills, the bank statements, the whatever it might be, right? The bounced payments, etc. Here's a little mantra for you if that's you. Focus on where the money is, not on where the money isn't. The money isn't in the empty bank balance. The money isn't on the credit card debt. The money isn't, with all the anxieties and the worries of all the things you can't do and everything else. The money is in the prospects, it's in the funnel, it's in your sales activity, it's in your networking, your marketing, whatever it is that you do that generates leads and ultimately clients and customers for you. And then it's in the delivery to those customers and those clients. Then it's in the invoicing to those clients. It's in the payment terms. It's in your debtors, the people that owe you money. Today is Success Group Mastermind Day. This is where our big hitters are hanging out within Success Groups. We've got a couple in there doing over $1 million. We've got a guy in there who's doing part of an £8 million business. Another guy who's done $4.5 million from startup. We've got another guy in there today who's also running an £8 million business. Plus the others all doing multiple hundreds in turnover. Super inspirational, super aspirational, really motivational to be in the presence of people like that. And I'm really proud to not only serve these people, but actually to be part of the mastermind, even though I run it, that they are all in. What an absolutely stunning place to call our headquarters. Absolutely stunning. And when you a day like today, a bit frosty, but I'm still just in a shirt and a t-shirt. Wow, what a privilege. Anyway, first thing on the agenda this morning is everyone's check-in. So they'll come back in and they'll tell us what they've been up to over the past month. They'll also check in on their goals, because we hold every single person here accountable to their goals, and they'll start sharing what their challenges might be, and then we'll go into our rounds, and we'll all sit on each other's board and help them out, support them, hold them accountable, pressure test, whatever they ask from us, we will give to them. We'll be that for them. home, did a few bits and pieces. It's nearly midnight. I'm going to call it a day. I'm not unaware, however, that I have not checked in with you at all today since this morning. So I thought I'd share with you just some stuff that came up in Mastermind today that I think might be of use for you. So the highlight for me, or one of the highlights for me, was when one of our members, one of our business owners, was challenged by the group as a whole that they weren't setting their goals big enough. They weren't thinking big enough, that they were limiting themselves in terms of what was possible for what it is they're trying to achieve. Now, there's a couple of things here which I thought might be useful. Number one, actually, was to just acknowledge a business owner that can actually sort of hang their chin out there a little bit and allow a group of people to challenge them. I think that's real credit to the actual business owner themselves. They knew they needed to be challenged. Another cold, frosty, but absolutely spectacular morning here at BBB headquarters. Do you know what? There are worse places to work than this.
It's stunning.
This morning is Success Groups. Success Groups, we're continuing with our sales season. This is our last sales session, and today we are talking about, he says, trying to remember, sales. Great session, loved it myself, and so did they, I'm sure. It was our last session on sales, and as always, I'd share one or two bits and pieces with you to help you on your own entrepreneurial journey. Today, it was talking about sales, and it was really about addressing sales with a different mindset, right? And the analogy I used, or the tool that I shared, which was some people, when they go into a sales process, when they start doing sales, they change who they are. So they suddenly become this really pushy salesperson, or they just feel they have to say certain things, or they have certain language patterns that are very specifically salesy, etc. The truth of the matter is, what I said to them is, imagine that you'd already had the sale and you were meeting a brand new client. How would you converse with them, right? You'd be talking about their problems. How can you help them? You'd be questioning them. You'd be consulting with them and everything else. That's how you should be selling. What a lot of people do, they go into sales mode because they're doing a sales call or doing a sales meeting, and then they start selling, they start pushing, right? Pushing at people, start pushing their products, pushing their whatever it is, their agenda, etc. The truth of the matter is, all sales really is a consultation to work out a number of things. Number one, what is your problem? What is it that you're facing? What's holding you back from doing what you want to do? And kind of how is that making you feel, and what's that stopping you from achieving and everything else? Then working out how you can help them solve that problem, how you can give them the gain they're looking for and remove the pain that they have. And then on top of that, it's really just working out, are they a right fit for you, and are you a right fit for them? Okay, back home now, just chilling out for a little bit before I hit the sack, as we have a big day tomorrow, because we have a mastermind discovery day. So we've got 8 business owners all coming in, all doing well over 100k, looking for extreme growth in 2019. And we're sharing with them how our masterminds can help them achieve that easier, quicker, and even potentially bigger. It is Friday morning, and first thing on the agenda is coming down to the studio to send out the webinar, which follows on from the self-esteem reboot we've been doing for the whole of February. And to kind of bolt on, it's beyond reboot for business owners. The truth of the matter is, many entrepreneurs are absolutely plagued with self-esteem and confidence issues, and it is absolutely wrecking their business success. So obviously, within the reboot, we have a whole number of entrepreneurs and business owners in there. So we are running this special live webinar to those guys to really share with them how they can take what they've learned in the last 28 days on the Self-Esteem Reboot Challenge and apply it in their business life. The 3 areas we're looking at is the same 3 areas you also will need to make sure you've got high levels of confidence and self-esteem. And that is speaking, whether it's on stage, whether it's doing your 1 minute at your networking event, whether it's to camera like this or doing Facebook Lives. Speaking absolutely is going to be a massive part of your business growth. If you don't do it, you are really limiting what you're able to achieve. The second one is networking. We took our business from nothing to the first 150K on networking alone. Massive advocates of networking. But of course, to even get out there, you need confidence, you need self-esteem, but also to make it work effectively, you definitely need high levels of confidence and self-esteem. And the third one that we're going to be talking about today is sales. It takes real charisma, it takes real confidence to be a great salesperson. That doesn't mean you have to be arrogant, conceited, or massive energy. It's not about that. It's about being strong and solid in yourself. It's about being sure in yourself, who you are, what you're selling. This is absolutely even more the case if you're a service-based business.
Much later.
Okay, we just finished up the webinar literally 2 seconds ago. Awesome content, right? I mean, it was all about confidence and self-esteem, really close to me and Tracy's heart, and that of BBB success groups. We're not the confidence and self-esteem people anymore. What we are about is human performance and entrepreneurial performance and business growth. However, sitting behind all of that, any self-esteem or confidence issues are massively going to impact your performance. Okay, fleeting visit over to Evesham, picked up Eddie the dog, who is now in the house, and then headed straight over to Gloucester, picking up the girls. Eventually, that brings us to the end of the night. I hope you had an awesome Friday. I hope you had an awesome weekend doing whatever it is you have planned. I will see you on Monday morning when we'll pick this up and we'll do it all over again. Have a good night.